It's okay to ask all of these things. They are under the assumption, which it is, that you're nervous. But you're not nervous. Are you? What
You're
are
excited.
you? You're excited.
No.
You're excited. Because what happens when you're nervous? What happens to your heart rate?
Goes up.
What happens to your muscles and body? What happens? Tense and shaking. And what happens when you're excited with your heart rate?
Goes up.
Goes up. Your body becomes tense.
In a
Shaking.
different way.
Yeah. But if you start to call it, instead of saying, oh, I'm so nervous, I've got this. What if you start to say, oh, I'm so excited, I've got this interview I get to go to. And who cares if I don't get the job? I get to go to the interview.
But sometimes
No,
it depends on
not
the
gonna do that.
situation, because, for example, when you go to the interview, the room of the interview for the interview, maybe a lot of people who appear very professional sitting outside the office, and they will make you kind of feel less confident, like self-confident.
Not me. I strike up conversations with them.
Okay.
So you're here for this position too? Oh my God, I hope you
Yeah, but
got
when you talk with them, you may find that some people are very, very competitive.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I'm not.
Okay.
I am. I say I'm not, but I've proven to be. But I'm not in that way. May the best man win is the kind I am. And the thing is, I don't want to be working at a place where they don't want me, right? And I go in, hey, I wouldn't be here if I didn't want this job. But it's not the end of the world if I don't get it. There's something bigger and better out there for me, obviously. That's the attitude I have.
Strategy from my experience is that lower your expectations. Don't go there for the job. Go for the interview. For
Yeah.
the sake of interview and gaining experience. If you like this, the next time you gain the experience. It's not the end of the world.
Actually, I have a question that I get asked a lot. It's about the salary expectation.
Oh, yes, of course you get that.
Which expectation?
Salary.
Oh.
So the question that
Yes.
worries this young man is, can you tell me what you expect as a salary? Should you get this position? Have you gone on Glassdoors? They give you salaries. but-
not for all positions.
No, it's right.
The very best way is from the horse's mouth. If it's, what are you in? What are you in?
Junior,
What kind?
electric.
Electrical engineering. Phone up a company where they hire electrical engineers. You don't have to get a person that's newly hired, and just say, I'm doing my research for a position at a company that's similar to yours. I need to know what is a popular expectation for a wage if I were to start out as an electrical engineer. What would it be at your company? They'll give you a range. There's 2 sites that I want you to visit. Glassdoor. And off our website, you'll see a Government of Canada wages site. And you can type in anything. As far as positions go, the difficulty is getting the proper title, because it may not be easy to find what they're calling that position in the government. It's skewed to some degree because the government actually broadcasts these surveys, and I'd say it's probably as often as you do the census. No more, I wouldn't think. So what's that, every 4 years or something? So right there it's skewed. It's 4 years old, could be. Then the second thing is, every business that is registered with the government gets this survey, and they get asked to please complete it and return it. Not everybody does, so it's skewed in that regard as well. But it's fairly accurate. But electrical engineer, you part of a PEGA then?
Yes.
Yeah, so they have awesome information on PEGA.
Oh.
Okay, they have a worksheet for you to fill out. How many years experience do you have? How old are you? How many years schooling? All that stuff. It's
Okay.
very, very good. And a lot of the Petroleum Engineering Society also has a similar publication that's made public. And they're very close to a PEGA, so I would say PEGA would give you enough. And the thing is, when you're answering that question, you really have to know yourself well enough, because some people are motivated by money. I am not one of these people. Those people have the biggest house, they have a 3-car garage, they have a boat, they have a snowmobile, they have all the toys you can think of. And the reason they like their work is because it brings them a lot of money. So knowing this, I have no problem with those people. I think that's great if that's what they want. I'm glad they're happy. Me, money is never the important thing. It just never will be. It's more important for me to be challenged and to have a return on investment, which means not money, but I'm not going to create this workshop if the students aren't going to come and attend it. What's the point? So let's find out what they want and create a workshop they want, that they will attend. That's important to me.
Well,
Okay?
another aspect, I think, more towards what you might be asking is that came up in the last workshop as well. That's when answering this particular question, the realization that even if you have an advanced degree, everybody starts at the bottom.
Yeah. I've been told by industry we don't hire graduate students because they expect too much money.
So should I drop them?
Do what a Pegasus. Do what a Pegasus. No, the thing is, they followed that very quickly. This was Trans-Canada Pipeline. They followed very quickly with, well, we have hired the odd graduate student, but they've been willing to start at entry level like everybody else. And the thing is, they seem to accelerate very quickly through the company. So, and that's, I can guarantee you, is the case.
Okay, one other thing,
Mhm.
beside this salary and all that. I get asked this question for every single interview, which is, where do you see yourself after 5 years of training?
You should have goals.
So,
Yes, you should have, that's called a short-term goal as well, 5 years. And I always answer those questions with, first of all, as long as I'm good for this company, as long as I'm moving this company forward, we're increasing in profits, I would like to stay with this company. In the position I'd like is the position I'm in right now, because that's what I love. And sadly, in North America, we tend to think that in order to give people more money, we have to move them out of the job they're in and into a different job, which means that you could be moving, if you did, and we've tried this. I've been an executive director for an employment resource center. I hated it. I hated it. I'd be sitting and looking out there and going, I want to do what they're doing. You know, so I didn't last long in that because I said to Eleanor, I said, I just can't do this. This isn't me. That's me out there. So, but sadly, I have to make less money. Doing what I love to do just didn't make any sense, but that's how we are. The book's called First Break All the Rules, and that talks very deeply on that subject and how we need to change it very quickly because people just aren't happy. Moving up and moving into a position they don't like it's just wrong.